NPA ikhiphe naso statement ngomhla ka-26 kuMeyi 2026. Osukwini la izolo sifundeka kanje. NPA files formal complaint with the Magistrate Commission against Chief Magistrate Tonjeni, the Director of Public Prosecutions, DPP, Mpumalanga Division has today, 26 May 2026, filed a formal complaint with the Magistrates Commission against Chief Magistrate Ms. Tuletu Tonjeni, who presided over the matter of the state versus Mr. Madoda Jonas Sibanyoni and others in the Kwaggafontein on the 15th and 18th of May 2026. Formal complaint is premised on serious concerns that the NPA has in the manner in which she conducted the court proceedings on 15 and 18 May 2026 that culminated in the two orders that she granted. The orders relate to the conviction of the prosecutor for contempt of court, authorization of a warrant of arrest against him, and striking the criminal case off the roll in terms of Section 342A of the Criminal Procedure Act 51 of 1977. Inasmuch as we have filed a notice to leave to appeal against the contempt of court order and the authorization of a warrant of arrest, we deem it prudent that we consider the filing of a formal complaint with the Magistrates Commission. NPA hold the firm view that the conduct reflected in the proceedings raises serious institutional concerns relating to judicial decorum, procedural fairness, and the proper administration of justice. Investigation of the complaint to the Magistrates Commission will therefore serve the broader purpose of protecting the integrity of the magistracy, ensuring accountability, and preventing recurrence of similar irregularities in future proceedings. The National Director of Public Prosecution, Advocate Andy Mutibi, believes that this process will go a long way in protecting the image of the criminal justice system and setting the record clear. Magistrate who presided over a case state versus uSibanyoni and others usenkingeni ngoba manje njengoba sebemusa ku-Magistrate Commission sekufuneka kuyobhekisiswa kahle ukuthi yini emenze wathatha isinqumo sokuthi aphoqe i-prosecutor ukuthi akafike ngomsombuluko noma ekubeke ngokucacile uprosecutor ukuthi yena angeke aze akhona ukuba khona ngomsombuluko, indaba yokuqala leyo. Okwesibili ukuthi uma sengasafikanga ngomsombuluko ebese yena ethatha isinqumo sokuthi ethi ukhipha i-warrant of arrest, ngakho-ke umthola wrong for a contempt of court. Kwakhona sekufuneka manje lezi nqumo lezi ayophendula. Kuyoba kuhle uma ngabe konke lokhu wayekwenza njengakhokhelwa, hayi ngoba wayegwazelwe. Kuyoba kuhle kakhulu. Futhi kuyoba kuhle ukuthi wakwenza konke lokho egwazelwe ngoba at least noma engaluza umsebenzi wakhe khona akugeyinile. Ngaphambi bangicaphune uBaba Kaizer Kganyago owu-spokesperson we-NPA yezochaza ukuthi yini enza ukuthi bathathe lesinqumo. Ngiyafisa kodwa ukukukhumbuza ukuthi ngomhla ka-15 ngesikhathi icala lisenkantolo echaza uprosecutor ukuthi ngeke aze akwazi ukuphumelela ngomsombuluko, wathini umagistrate?
Because I finish in Cape Town on the 20th, then return to Nelspruit on the 21st. Now, I don't think that it is fair for us not to finalize what we are dealing with and make a pronouncement whether bail is denied or bail is granted. I think that it's only fair that we take the shortest of times, and that means I'm asking you humbly here to reconsider Monday as the remand date. I don't want to force it down your throat if I can. But if I have to, then I will just have to. But I'm asking very nicely that we agree, because you may have a problem. I have my own problems. And I cannot push for another date because my office is also closed now. And I'm not going to ask the agency to go up and down trying to accommodate me. I think once is sufficient. Shall we agree then to proceed on Monday at 9 o'clock?
The problem I'm having, because as much as the court is talking about the word fairness, but I think also fairness is applicable to the state. It is not only one-sided to what is the feeling of the defense, what is comfortable for the defense. I think these two issues, they must strike a balance. And I don't want to commit myself to a thing which I know that as I've undertaken that I'm intending to start early, and I place the reasons. Because now if the court is saying that it's 9 o'clock, and I'm not staying in Middleburg or around. And obviously on Monday, because I need all the papers to be processed and everything. If I arrived at 2, there's going to be another noise that he arrived at 2. And nobody will remember that. He placed it on record. How virtually impossible. It's a thing that is not within his power. Nobody's going to remember that, except this record that is recorded here. And the court as well. That's what my problem is. In other words, I'm committing myself to something that I know I will be unable to do it. Not by choice, because of the circumstances. And the other thing, there is this notion that bail is agent, Josh. Every bail is agent. And I appreciate that. And that is why even I have to try the nearest and sacrifice in certain cases that are for trial, because I know that bail is agents. But what is legally incorrect that has been submitted by Benevolent colleague? The liberty of the accused, regardless is in custody because of trial or bail, is equal. The liberty, the accused that is in custody, in respect of that is in custody and is waiting for trial, and the accused that is in custody that is waiting for bail to be conducted, their rights are the same. I cannot say simply because you are in custody and you are waiting for trial, the accused must stay in custody and I must accommodate other cases, unjustifiably so, in the expense of the liberty of that person who is in custody and who's waiting for his trial. I do not think that's how the law works. I depart vigorously with the defense insofar as that notion is concerned. But I agree that it is agent. And that is why even I've said another matter that is on Tuesday, the accused is in custody as well in that case if there is trial. But at least I can sacrifice this one. And the essence of my reasoning, Your Worship, is not only about the cases. I'm talking now about the practicality of me being here. Let's put the issue of the case aside. Let's say it was not existing. But is it practically possible for me to be here? If yes, how? And I heard my colleagues say that there are some certain policies whereby, or certain mechanism whereby they can book for you over the weekend. There's no such. Maybe they were there during his tenure at the MP, but there's no such. There's no such. I even made a WhatsApp to them, and they closing at 4. And even the period, we must have a certain period whereby we have to make bookings, provided there are matters that are very urgent during the week. Such as, for instance, I was supposed to go on Thursday, but we postponed the matter until Friday.
Ngobuzwa ukuthi umagistrate la aphoqa khona eprosecute ukuthi kufuneka ibe secourt ngomsombuluko iorder leyayikhipha. Esikhathini esiningi mongabe ubheka ama-court kuyakhulunyiswana uma ekhona othi hayi ngizobe ngengekho kubheka usuku oluzokwazi ukuthi li accommodate bonke abantu. Kuye kwenzeke mawubheka icourt lapho khona istate sithi no isikhulumile nedefense savumelana ngesuku oluthize bese inkantolo iyaconfirma ukuthi okay nina as i-defense niyayazi nalento esho nivumelene na uma bevumelana ebese ethatha isinqumo ukuthi cha ngokuvumelana kwenu mina ngoba kahle kahle umagistrate usuke neutral abantu osuke kuyibona abavula icase kusuke kuyi-state sivula icase against the defense the accused so ngaleso sizathu kufuneka laba ababili babonisana and i-state fanele siprove icase yaso beyond reasonable doubt. I-defense izama ukudefend umuntu wayo bese i-presiding officer ethatha isinqumo based on i-evidence ezobithulwe phambi kwakhe. Yingakho-ke bethi ukuziphatha kwakhe kuyasolisa. Ukuziphatha kwakhe nje nokuthi amphoqa ukuthi abe khona ngomsombuluko noma eshilo ukuthi ngeke akhona kusuka lapho futhi yena ukhipha umbeka icala le contempt of court ukhipha warrant of arrest ilezi zinto kufuneka aziphendule and udaba lakhona abathe bafisa sengathi lingaba public sizokwazi ukuzibonela kahle sonke sizoza ukuthi yini inform magistrate yabona kungaba inkinga mangathiwa ugwazelwe umagistrate.
Who joins us now for more. Mr. Kganyago, good evening to you. Thank you very much for your time. So there were procedural flaws in how the Chief Magistrate dealt with this matter. Take us through some of those.
Thank you very much, Cody, and thank you to your viewers. When we looked at or listened to the transcript that came out of the court, it was very clear that, for example, on the 15th, there was a use of language that we felt presiding officers should not be using, especially when they were referring to the request by the prosecutor that he will not be available, and using that kind of language we believe is unacceptable. But
take us back a little bit, Mr. Kganyago. I apologize for interrupting you. So when you speak about the language of the magistrate, what exactly is it that she would have said that sits uncomfortably with you?
Yeah, she indicated when the prosecutor said he's not going to be available, just to paraphrase, something to the effect that the prosecutor will be there on Monday, and if he doesn't want to do that, she will shove it off down his throat, and that is language that we believe is unbecoming to be used by a presiding officer. That is the one part. But in terms of the process also, when the matter was called on the 18th, we believe that it was unprocedural for the magistrate to convene the court and preside over it when there is the prosecutor or the state is not present. When the state is dominus litis, which basically means the state is the one that is bringing the matter to the court. Therefore, we believe that procedurally that should not have been done.
It's interesting yazi lento show babu Keza Kganyago la ukuthi i-case ye-state abantu wena funeka babize case i-state then yena he preside over i-case ingakho namaphepha senkantolo abhala i-case number abhala ukuthi it's a case between i-applicant ne-respondent. Lona is presiding over. So bathi nje okokuqala ubani obiza i-case ukuthi ayihlale enkantolo ngoba i-state asikho. Ngoba i-prosecutor funeka abiza i-case ngoba i-case yabo, i-case ka-prosecutor. Lona is presiding over i-case ukuthi alalele izinto ezizokwethulwa njengoba la bekuyisicelo sebail. Befuneka alalele nizethulo from iside le-state, alalele izethulo from iside le-defense, abone ukuthi okay lo muntu lo uyadeserve na ukuthola ibail. Angeke abaleke na, angeke intimidate ama-witness. Zonke lezo zinto lezo ebese ethatha isinqumo based on that. Kodwa ukuthi yena abize i-case Ya bathi ngingokwe procedure siyafunda kuningi esikufundayo la asiqhubeke.
We cannot say that the magistrate is guilty at the moment until the Magistrates Commission deals with the matter. But we believe that the way she conducted herself in the proceedings, both on the 15th and the 18th, were testament to things going wrong, because all that she needed to do, for an example, was to postpone this matter until we know about the whereabouts of the prosecutor, and as it is done in all the other courts. But in the first place, the matter should have not even been called, because the person who's supposed to call the matter is the prosecutor or the state, because it is the state that is bringing the matter to the court and the magistrate has to preside. Therefore, we are saying to the Magistrates Commission, look at that. And what the advocate Mutibi is saying in that quotation is the fact that we want all the facts to be out there in the public so that the public understand what really happened, because there are things that went wrong and we need to get to the bottom of all of that to understand what really went wrong and to protect the image of the criminal justice system. Because when things happen like that, people start having no confidence in the criminal justice system.
Ma kukhulunywa zonke lezi zinto lezi ezikhulunywayo, ngikhumbula istatement esasho uBrown Mokgotsi ekhuluma noDr Sizwe Mpofu-Walsh lapha athi khona i-media briefing yangomhla ka-6 kuJulayi yashintsha yonke into, kodwa yenzeka nje le media briefing ngenxa yokuthi kwakuboshwa uGeneral Khumalo. Uthi yashintsha yonke into, izinto azisahambi normal, kwashintsha yonke into, ngoba noma ubani ufuna ukuba sesayidini eli-right, more especially la khona okufaka khona abantu, njengoba uzwa nje ubaba uKaiser Khanyago mayethi fanele ibe public ukuze umphakathi uzibonele ukuthi yini eyenzakalayo, ngoba njengoba thina singabantu nje sithemba i-NPA ukuthi yona efuneka i-prosecute ama-cases esisuke sinawo. Ngakho-ke uma i-NPA izobonakala yenza ngendlela eyenza ngayo, sizoyithemba kanjani thina? So yingakho funeka benze sure ukuthi bavikela isithunzi se-NPA ngapha the magistrates kufuneka bavikele isithunzi sabo, ngoba ever since uGeneral Mkhwanazi wasitshela ukuthi the judiciary is captured, so nabo funeka bavikele isithunzi sabo. So ingakho ngithi interesting kakhulu lento nje yashiwo uBrown Mokgotsi athi leya media briefing yangomhla ka-6 yashintsha yonke into. Ngathi wayiqinisile ukuthi ngempela leya media briefing yashintsha yonke into. Since kwathiwa nje some members of parliament they are in cahoots, i-judiciary, amaphoyisa, bonke abantu bafuna ukwenza sure ukuthi bavikele i-institution. Ya izoba interesting kakhulu le ndaba. Yazi lo daba lika Josi Banyoni bekudaba vele ebeline interest kubantu, kodwa besingayitshela ukuthi kuzoba udaba olukhulu kangaka. Selulukhulu manje, lelikhulu ngempela, ngoba sekufuneka kubhekwe izinqumo esathathwa umagistrate, sikubhekwe zonke izinto, ukuziphatha kwakhe, the use of language, ngoba uzothola ukuthi le nto eyenzakalayo emacourt lapho khona ama-prosecutors khona they are bullied by ama-advocate, by a% ama-advocate, they are bullied by the presiding officers, abo-magistrate. Kungenzeka yingakho-ke fanele lolu daba likhulunywe silibone, ukuze nabanye abasenza kanje bazobona akudlalwa. Akekho umuntu ofuneka abuse ipower anikwe yona, funa ayisebenzise kahle. Yes, umagistrate unayo ipower, kodwa kufanelanga ayi-abuse, kufuneka ayisebenzise kahle. Kufanele ngabe bias, kufuneka abe fair. Angibambe video, ngicela ukuze ukuphola kwakho ngizwe ukuthi wena ubona kanjani lolu daba esilixoxayo, kodwa ngale kwalokho mina nawe asidibane kwivideo elandelayo.